This is a technique that I have developed myself over its course of many years. Um, it's how I get the illusion of paper. And I will show you this technique, but it's going to take a while because it took a long while to develop, and it's going to take a while to show you. But here's a painting. It's called Tales, and this I wanted to juxtapose the mechanical with the very organic. So I've been using different paints. There's different paints. There's one reason I've been talking about different types of oil paints. Oil paints, alkyd paints. Oh, I forgot. Shouldn't forget. My rock for the day. I don't even know what it is, but it looks I love it. I don't know what it looks like. I just really like it. So I'm going to put all of my feelings of not that are distracting me out of my studio. There, it's in the water. It's out of my studio for now. Oh, when I taught for a while at different colleges and universities in the area, and I figured if I was going to teach painting, I'd better really know the paint, and I needed to know their chemical composition, at least their chemical names. So I did these for all of the different pigments that I had, and then I got a couple more to experiment with. So there's the mass tone. It's drawn out, it's tinted up, and it's just drawn out. So I didn't need to darken it. So this is just as thin as this shows you the undertone actually of the paint. So here's the mass tone. You can't see that it's blue green, and you can't see that this is a yellow green, but you can see how they tint up. What I discovered was this, which was fascinating. You can guess which ones are the linseed oil paints. Or if you take your olive oil and you set it down on a piece of paper or a napkin or something, the oil wicks out into the fibers of the paper. Same thing with linseed oil. It wicks out. This is a wicking out of a linseed oil. This is a great example of what an alkyd does. It incorporates with the paper. It doesn't wick through the paper. So then I can look over here and go, oh yeah, that's an alkyd. How interesting. And this one is really heavy in the oil department. And that is a Old Holland Cinnabar green. And Old Holland is a very densely pigmented oil paint. So I'm going to try to keep this short today, but that is the secret that I'm giving away to how I create this type of illusion. It's just little pieces of paper that I've I'll demonstrate this, but this is just pieces of paper with several different alkyds, a white, the raw umber, and the raw sienna. And that's what I do. And then I add in some darks and lights afterwards to kind of create the illusion of paper. I can put anything in here I want. I've never really put too much just news. So these are fairy tales. These are from Grimm's. Grimm's fairy tales. Yeah, these are from Grimm's. You can read them. But I, downloaded all sorts of things from the internet. Since I started doing this, I've used poetry. I've used, the Odyssey. I've done it's poetry, but I've used the Odyssey a lot, which is the great adventure at sea, which kind of goes along with some of these waves, created by the lines. Okay, let me see what time I've got. Okay. I think that's about all I can cover today. in my time allotment. So, thank you for joining Ace Bob Ross, How to Paint in Oils, geared towards high schoolers 14 years and up. I hope to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Bye.